Also, there's a couple comments on the schedule that obviously Michigan doesn't have a gauntlet of a schedule, but my question to you would you rather have an easy schedule if that means you're going to trend 11-0 into Ohio State, or would you rather have a really difficult out of conference schedule, potentially have a loss to now where that kind of throw things off a little bit? To me, like the cupcake schedule is fine as long as you take advantage of it. Like that's the key. Like the schedule for Michigan is that you have the schedule is laid out for success, because even your tough Penn State and Michigan State back-to-back games, you have a bye week in between there. So there's a lot that works in Michigan's favor. So just, I'd say just take it and run with it. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, like it is what it is now. I mean, like I think the best thing you can do is just focus week to week. Try to get better week to week. Treat these games serious, and make sure that you get out to the right habits, right? So even though you're better than the guy away across from you, making sure that you're being fundamentally sound, that you're executing the plays the way they need to be executed, and it's on the coach staff also to make sure that they're keeping the kids, they're holding the kids to that standard. I was just watching America's game earlier today. It was about the 2003 Patriots, and it was a speech that Bill Belichick was giving to the team after a win, after a really good win, and he said, good job, but we did this, and this wrong. And we need to use this, go back and watch the tape, find out what we did wrong, fix it, and continue to move forward. We had a good day today, but we got a lot that we can still get better at. And that's a coach holding his team accountable and making sure that no matter the result, win or lose, that there are definitely ways that we can get better. I don't care if we win by 50. There are definitely things that we can get better, that we can improve on. And that's what I want to see from this team week to week, making sure they're finding ways to get better. So that way, when they're tough, their schedule does get a little bit tougher. They're as prepared as they possibly can be. And that's all you can ask for, And I will continue to say this as and this is the recipe that the team had last year that paid huge dividends. Is that as long as you're able to play, as long as you're able to not hurt yourself, right? With penalties, with being out of position, with not executing, not know where to be, not stuff like that, you give yourself a really good chance to win week to week. So those are the right habits that I want to see them do.
Yeah, and we've talked about it on the channel before. There's more games that are lost than there are games that are won. And that's one thing that for Michigan, especially last year, has been something they've done a really good job of. They haven't had a lot of games where they're mistake prone, turning the ball over, making the big mistakes. So they've done a really good job of that, and I would expect that to continue. This year, I think they have a good leadership group. I think last year's leadership group was just special, when you talk about Aiden. But I think that Michigan will do a good job of not beating themselves. Like you're going to have to beat them. It's not going to be something where they're making mistakes and turning the ball over and beating themselves. So I have the utmost confidence there.